stop it right there. No, I wasn't gonna watch porn, and you shouldn't either. Here's why. Internet pornography specifically has become an issue in the United States among men in general. You see, pornography can ruin your life, ruin your relationships, and destroy your confidence. Not only that, but it can lead to erectile dysfunction down the road. Stick with me and I'll explain the 5 reasons why you should stop watching porn today. Number 1, if you're watching porn, man, you're basically a beta male cuck. You're watching other people have sex for your pleasure. That's weird in itself, but you're doing your thing and you're watching other people do their thing, and that's not normal, man. You're not supposed to be watching other people have sexual intercourse while touching yourself, dude. That's weird. And if you're doing that, you're the definition of a beta male cuck. Now in this channel specifically, we hold ourselves to a standard. We're not gonna be beta male cucks. We're not gonna be beta males at all. We're here to create alpha men, the silverback alpha man. And you're not gonna get like that jerking off to some people having sex on your computer screen. Think about it this way. When there's people in prison, you think they're jerking off? No. You think that alpha male in the prison yard is jerking off? No. You know what happens to people that jerk off in prison? They get beat up. So if they don't do it in prison, what makes you think that you should be doing it in here? It's just a bad habit, man. You really shouldn't be doing this stuff. Number 2, watching porn creates a lack of motivation. If you can just go home and jerk off and get rid of that sexual desire in your mind that we all have as men, then why would you go out and meet real women? Now this is dangerous because you're going to end up being lonely, jerking off every day of your life with no real female interaction, no real sex, and no real emotional connections, which we all need as humans. Number 3 is from a book that I read, and I recommend this book to anybody. I'll show it on the screen right now. It's called The Subtle Art of Not Giving a F***. And in the book it talks about this thing called the feedback loop from hell. Now basically what this means is that your thoughts continue on a loop and they never stop. So basically if you're thinking that you're a loser, then you're gonna keep thinking that, and then you're gonna think, oh, I'm a loser for thinking I'm a loser. Oh, stop doing that. Oh, now I have to tell myself to stop doing that. I'm such a loser, and it just keeps going and going and going and going. This is the same thing with pornography, and it's no different than anything really, but in this case we're talking about pornography, so we're going to talk about the feedback loop from hell, because pornography is hell. So in a sense you're going to feel ashamed that you're watching porn all the time, that you're jerking off all the time, and you're going to say, oh, I really have to stop doing that. And then every time that you do after that, you're gonna kind of give up on that goal of stopping yourself from jerking off. And this is what I was just saying, the feedback loop from hell. It just doesn't stop. You think you're a loser because you jerk off. You're ashamed. And you're also ashamed because you can't stop. And you realize when you try to stop, it becomes a reality to you that it is an addiction. And pornography is an addiction. The 4th reason you should stop jerking off to pornography is that when you're jerking off to porn, not only are you being a beta male cuck, but your body associates the erections that you get with pornography, and this can lead to erectile dysfunction, believe it or not. Because if you need to watch porn every time you have an erection, then when you're actually with a real woman, it's not going to be the same circumstances. You're going to be in the situation with her, and believe it or not, you won't be able to get hard, because what makes you hard is pornography. What makes you stimulated is watching pornography. So this can lead to issues in the bedroom and erectile dysfunction if you don't quit pornography soon enough. Now the 5th and final reason why you should stop watching porn is it creates an unrealistic expectation of real sexual experiences. When you're watching porn, there's always all kinds of crazy. When you watch porn, there's all kinds of crazy that you see with, you know, like 3 chicks and a dude, or like 5 chicks and 5 dudes, or like, I don't know, I don't watch porn, but there's all kinds of crazy stuff that might not be realistic. And if you set your expectations this high, such as thinking, oh, if this guy can get a girl with huge tits and a nice ass, then I can too. In which I would agree with you, but you do have to be more realistic. These type of things are shot with all the right lighting in the right areas and perfect camera angles, so not everything you see is realistic. Guys, there are plenty of ways that you can stop watching porn. One of them that I recommend personally is an app called Brain Buddy. And they're not sponsoring the video or anything. It's just an app that I highly recommend. It does cost a little money. I think it's like $12.99 a month. But what the app does is it puts up a content blocker. It gives you daily reminders. It has a meditation feature where it tells you you need to meditate today. And it'll set timers. And it'll set timers every day for the certain time that you put, where it says meditate for 20 minutes, watch this video exercise, and it rewires your brain, kind of like neuro-linguistic programming. But there are other things that'll help you stop jerking off to pornography, like going to the gym, which I talked about in my last video. Now, jerking off and going to the gym are similar because they both release endorphins in your mind that is kind of like a reward system. If you catch my drift, every time you go to the gym, you're going to feel great, you're going to get a good workout, so you're going to keep going to the gym. Every time you jerk off, when you ejaculate, your brain stimulates, it says, oh, we're happy, we're doing this is sexual. So in a sense, the endorphins are released. Another way that you can stop watching porn and stop jerking off is to just be more busy. Find more things to do. Find more hobbies that you're interested in, that have you moving, have you going places and doing things, instead of sitting at home where you're bored, either watching TV, playing video games, or whatever you're doing. Because believe it or not, when you're in these types of environments, like your home, where say maybe you're home alone, maybe you're home and you're just watching TV and you're bored in your bed, and then you can just start jerking off and watching porn just like that. It takes 5 seconds, you just type it into your phone, and the internet has made this type of thing way more accessible than it ever has been. I grew up with the internet. I'm a young guy myself, but you have to know that there is risks and rewards with everything you do. With internet pornography, there are risks and rewards. I'm not saying there's no rewards. I'm just saying that the risks outweigh the rewards, because the risk is social dynamic issues, confidence issues, self-esteem issues, issues in the bedroom, all of these issues. And what's the reward? 5 seconds of pleasure? To me, it's just not worth it. Another way that you can stop watching porn is to actually keep a journal or a log. Nobody has to see this. It could be just you. Or if you really trust one of your friends, you can say, hey, I am trying to stop watching porn. I'm going to write down every day that I don't watch porn, and I want you to remind me of this. One way that I actually stopped watching porn, because I used to watch porn all the time, is me and my friend Dagus, we played on the tennis team in high school together. And we both were talking about this, and I was like, wow, porn is really unhealthy to your mind, to your mental state, and all of the things that we talked about. And so him and I made a bet, and we said every time that any of us watches porn, we got to put $1 in a jar, and we'll donate all the money to a homeless guy on the road. I since then have not jerked off because I'm very stingy with my money. So in a sense, I guess you could say that worked for me. So if you want, you can try it yourself, but it could end up costing you a lot of money, or you could end up just being dishonest with your friends, which I don't recommend. I really think that friendships and good relationships all stem from honesty. So if you do make a bet like this, just stick to it and don't pussy out. But with that being said, go kick some ass, achieve your goals, and get swole. I'm out of here.